going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory because they show you how the world really works. And in the times that we're in right now, we definitely need to know how the world works. Also, much love to those who purchased the 3 Kids books, It's Time to Re-Educate. And then also those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. And remember, guys, when it comes to the Patreon, I have something special for you at the end of this month. And then also, much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. We've moved down coming into the weekend. Of course, when CME opens, the party begins. We know the VanEck Bitcoin futures launched last Friday. And as soon as CME open, we're going to get that pump. But guys, do not forget that we have CME at the end of the month where those contracts end. So yes, we might have a big pump at the beginning, and then we move back. And then also, guys, we're going to run into the Fed, but of course, I'm going to get into that later. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. You have volume, you have Tether, you have USDC. Also, guys, the Fed. And like I said, it's so important. Yes, we have them manipulating the actual yields. But November 3rd and 2nd, guys, they're going to map out how they're going to start tapering. And then we know the summer of next year is going to be completely ended. And like I've said time and time again, I'm going to keep saying it. 2022 is going to mark the worst times that we've ever had in American history. 2022 going into 2025. And then, of course, once they finish building the 4th Industrial Revolution, all the 5G, and then everything becomes cheap. We will go through hyper deflation. If you want to go biblical, it's the devil's plan of heaven on earth. And guys, we know blockchain gives a new world order, the all-seeing eye, surveillance over the entire globe. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now we have Grayscale. We know the Grayscale well moves the market. We saw they sold going into Friday. Now, guys, do not forget they pumped and dumped this last week. So pay attention to what Grayscale is actually doing. Now, we had Elon Musk reveals he owns no Shiba, and of course, Shiba moves down. And guys, we know this is all part of the movie. Taking advantage of these pumps and dumps. Not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. When coins like Shiba and Dogecoin hit the lows, that's the time to buy, guys. Put it aside. And then, of course, when it moves up, you're selling while everybody else is buying. That's the trick of the game. Same thing with stocks. But getting over into a little crypto news, guys, we have American Express CEO says crypto is an unlikely threat to traditional credit cards. And guys, we know he's not telling the truth. We know all these credit card companies are funding crypto. They want to get rid of the credit cards because crypto is going to make everything seamless and cheaper for them. Now, a great quote from Warren Buffett: what we've learned from history is that people don't learn from history. And guys, we know that is definitely a fact. We know the banks are what? The biggest drug dealing, money laundering, gun running son of a guns. And that's what history has taught us. Now, we have over-the-counter crypto shops flood Hong Kong, but regulation may impact their presence. We know that the emerging markets are leading us into the fourth industrial revolution. China and Hong Kong has billions of people over there, guys. And you're talking about that equates to trillions of dollars in transactions. That's the reason why we see our bank's footprint all over China and in Hong Kong. Now we have Andreessen, my guy. A16Z leads $7.5 million funding round in NFT toy firm On-Chain Studios. And we have Near Protocol offers $800 million in grants and bid for DeFi Mindshare. Now we have play-to-earn games are ushering in the next generation of platforms. And guys, we know how big it's going to be. We have the new term gamification. We see now that's all we have is commercials about gambling. And that's the reason why I talk about Facebook so much, because they're the perfect platform to take you into that virtual world. And guys, remember, that is the end game, to take you out of this current reality, even though it is an illusion. But in the fourth industrial revolution, nothing will be real. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And lastly, guys, we have Nigeria's CBDC goes live. And remember, guys, the Nigerians are the smartest people on the planet. But their central bank is still ran by the New World Order. And we know these central bank digital currencies are going to give the New World Order total control. China is going to have that new world reserve currency backed by that digital SDR. That digital yuan is going to go live the first quarter of next year. The takeover of China begins. The rise of the dragon and the fall of America the Babylon. Because we know, when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. Now, guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Plus the 3 kids books, It's Time to Re-Educate. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, BitChute, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Crypto Teacher Stock Channel, Crypto Teacher Stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get that home stocks of CRA, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.